On Disney's Animal World today, we'll be looking at twitching heads, strong tails, funny faces, and dark eyes. We'll be saying hello to probably the wackiest, craziest, naughtiest animals you've ever seen. They're meerkats. Later on, we'll be spending some time with a group of meerkats and watching their crazy antics. There'll be some fun quizzes, so keep watching and listening. Let's start off by finding out where meerkats live. Take a look at the map and you'll see where these pint-sized creatures come from. Meerkats live in Africa, in the south. Now, this part of the world is very hot, very flat, and very sandy. The word meerkat means marsh cat. It's a bit of a strange name, though, because meerkats are not cats. They're actually from the mongoose family. And as we already know, meerkats don't live in marshes. They make their home in hot, sandy areas. Who comes up with those names anyway? You probably noticed that meerkats are very little. In fact, they're only 12 inches tall when they stand up on their back legs. That's about the same size as a squirrel. They share their habitat with some pretty big animals. Some of these animals, like hyenas and lions, see meerkats as a tasty snack. That's why meerkats always seem to be on the lookout. In the animal world, even the smallest creatures can stay safe by working as a team. This is exactly what meerkats do. They live in groups called colonies. Each member of the colony has their own job. This meerkat has a very important job. It's the sentry. Sentries keep a lookout for the rest of the colony. If all the meerkats in the colony were always keeping watch, there'd be no time for eating or looking after the youngsters. The sentry looks from side to side and up in the air because there's danger in the skies as well. The problem is, when you're small, it can be quite hard to get up high enough to see over long distances. Meerkats have a couple of tricks to get around this problem. They can make themselves taller by standing on their back legs. Look at how they use their tails to keep their balance. It's like having 3 legs. If this doesn't work, they'll climb to the top of the highest point they can find. From here, the sentry can see if any other animals are approaching. If they see anything suspicious, they'll give an alarm call. They have different alarm calls for different animals. If there's a lion around, it's panic stations. But if it's just a baby elephant, the meerkats will just keep out of the way. You see, elephants don't eat meerkats, but if one steps on you, it would certainly hurt. The African sun can be very strong and make it hard for the sentry to see what's going on. Can you see the dark rings around this meerkat's eyes? Well, those rings help the meerkats to see in the bright sun. It's like wearing sunglasses. Oh, hello! Where did that one pop up from? If they need to hide, meerkats simply head for home. Do you know what a meerkat's home is called? It's called a burrow. Making a burrow is really easy. The meerkats just dig a hole in the sand. And meerkats are some of the best diggers around. In just a few seconds, they can dig their own body weight in sand. Oh, watch where you throw that stuff. Look at the meerkat's claws. While some animals have claws that go in and out, a meerkat's claws are always out. This helps them dig. Their paws are like little shovels, and those claws are great for climbing as well. A meerkat colony will dig lots of burrows. That means they've got somewhere to run if there's danger. I hope all this talk of running away doesn't make you think that meerkats are cowards. In fact, they can be very brave. If they see another colony on their land, meerkats will stand up tall to warn off the intruders. And if that doesn't work, they put their tails in the air and charge! I hope you're not charging off anywhere, though, because now it's quiz time. Are you ready? What is a sentry? Is it a meerkat's tail? A meerkat who looks out for the rest of the group? Or a meerkat's alarm call? Do you think you know the answer? Well, yes, a sentry is a meerkat who looks out for the rest of the group. Let's try another question. Where do meerkats live? Is it in the trees, in a house, or in burrows they dig underground? What do you think? Of course! The meerkats live in burrows they dig in the sand. Now it's time to meet some baby meerkats. We already know that meerkats aren't cats, but the youngsters are called kittens. These kittens are very lively and they can be very, very naughty. Their parents can get very tired looking after them all day. So to give Mom and Dad a break, other members of the colony babysit the kittens. It's a tough job, though. The little ones just want to get away and explore. And they'll slip away if you don't hold on to them. Soon it'll be time for the young meerkats to start learning how to look after themselves. So who teaches them? Well, a teacher, of course. No, I'm serious. One of the grown-ups in the colony will take the kittens around and teach them everything they need to know. They'll learn what's good to eat and areas to avoid. They'll also learn to keep a lookout for danger. By the time they're 4 months old, these little ones will be fully grown and ready to take their place in the colony. Living in a colony is a really good idea, isn't it? Every meerkat has his or her own job. Can you think of any other animals who live and work together? That's right, wolves live in packs. And elephants live in herds. Now, what do you think a meerkat's favorite food is? Sandwiches? Cakes? No, a meerkat's favorite food is insects. They use their claws to dig in the sand and find insects and grubs that live underground. Watch this meerkat. It's doing a lot of digging, but it isn't having much luck. Wait a minute. No, there! It's caught something. If that isn't bad enough, they sometimes eat snakes, even poisonous ones. Meerkats are so quick that snakes don't usually get a chance to bite them. Look at the meerkat's tiny teeth here. They're great for biting and chewing their food. When you look at the meerkat's sandy home, you might wonder where they'd find something to drink. Well, you won't often see meerkats drinking. That's because they get most of the water they need from the animals they eat. Did you know that meerkats sunbathe? No, they do. They really do. Look at this colony. They've just woken up and it's kind of chilly. So they're standing up to face the sun. It warms them up and it gives them energy for the day ahead. Once the sun gets up in Africa, it can get really hot. So how do the meerkats keep cool? Remember those burrows we saw the meerkats dig earlier? Well, they're a great place to shelter from the sun. Sometimes you'll see meerkats panting like dogs to keep themselves cool. And that furry coat also helps to keep the sun off their backs. So what else is special about a meerkat's body? Let's have a look at those ears. Have you noticed they're on the side of their heads? This means they can hear all around. Meerkats can recognize different animals' calls, so they know whether to make a run for it or stick around. I think you'll agree that all the eating, charging, and digging in a meerkat's day must be pretty exhausting. You'd think by the end of the day that meerkats would be ready to just collapse. But no, they don't. In the evening, the colony meet outside one of the burrows and just hang out. There might be a bit of grooming, but mostly they just play. You see, the adults are just as playful as the kittens. These critters can keep on playing, but you've got to pay attention because now it's quiz time. Which of these foods do meerkats not eat? Is it insects, fish, or snakes? Come on, think about it. Of course, meerkats don't eat fish. Let's try another one. How do meerkats warm themselves up in the morning? Do they pant, run around, or sunbathe? Think about it. Of course, meerkats warm themselves up by sunbathing. Well, it looks like we've run out of time again on Disney's Animal World. Have you enjoyed meeting the meerkats? They're really fun, aren't they? They might appear to be some of the silliest animals around, but they're no fools. They know how to warm themselves up after a cold night and how to keep cool once the sun gets too hot. They teach their youngsters how to survive and can make a home for themselves just by digging in the sand. We've learned two important lessons today. Number one, you don't have to be big to be a winner in the wild. And number two, it's always best to work as a team and to look after each other. And that's another wonderful creature from Disney's Animal World.